Hey, what's up? My name is Ren. I'm an artist and an illustrator. Welcome back to the studio. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the art supplies that I used when I started my art journey. As a beginner artist, it's really about trial and error. It's a discovery phase, and you're trying to figure out what you like to use when you make art. So if you have no idea where to start, this video is for you. All right, so we're going to start off talking about paper. Right here, I have my Canson watercolor sketch pad. This is in the 9x12 size. It also comes in a 7x10, I believe. This is the spiral version, but it also comes in a fold over version. This is the very first watercolor paper that I purchased when I started my art journey. One, because it's a great value. This has how many sheets? 30 sheets in here. It's 140 pounds, heavyweight or medium weight watercolor paper. And what that really means is that it can hold water really well without the paper warping or buckling. So you can do multiple washes of watercolor on here without messing up the paper, basically. I'm gonna show you some art that I made when I first started out, and some ways that I like to use this paper. So here is a red pepper that I did. I did this years ago too. I don't remember exactly when. Here's another one. I have a few of them here. Here's a watercolor sketch of a planet. So this took multiple washes of paints, and as you can see, the paper has held up pretty well. So here we're going to talk about another way I like to use this paper, and it's for sketching. I think because of the texture and the weight of the paper, it provides some grit when using your pencil on it. I don't like to sketch on paper that's too smooth, because I find the medium, the graphite, it just spreads all over the place too easily. So I love to sketch on this Canson watercolor paper, and the texture is just right. It's not too rough, it's not too smooth. It's a nice textured medium weight paper, and I love to sketch on it. So this is a sketch I did a long time ago of an ear. Right here I did some ink and watercolor. I'm not sure how well it's showing up on camera, but that's another way that I love to use this sketchbook, or this watercolor paper, I should say. I use it as a sketchbook, so that's why I'm saying sketchbook. I love to use it mainly as a large format sketchbook. So if you're looking for a good value in watercolor paper and you're starting off your art journey, I think this is a great place to start. I want to show you one last sketch. I just found this the other day. I love this. I did it years ago and I just found it. So yeah, if you're thinking of, or if you've been looking at this watercolor paper and you're thinking about picking it up, I really think that you should. So that is the Canson XL watercolor paper. Now that we talked about paper and I showed you my Canson XL watercolor pad, we're going to talk about sketching, because I like to sketch on my Canson watercolor pad, and I have a little container here with some pencils that I'm going to talk to you about. The first being this Tombow mono graphite pencil. I don't know if the camera will focus on it, but I will insert another shot of it. And these are graphite pencils. It comes in a 12-pack set ranging from, I think, I don't know, maybe 8B to 6B maybe, or 8B to 4H. So the B and the H in pencils stands for the hardness of the pencil. The H is for hard, and it means that it has more filler and less graphite in it. And the B stands for black, meaning that it's a softer pencil and you can blend pretty well. Right in the middle you have HB. So this is my HB pencil. You see it's gotten a lot of love compared to some of the other pencils that come in this set. Like I said, this is a 12-pack set. It also comes with a little sharpener that I'll show you. I keep my sharpener in here because this is the sharpener I use most, like when I maybe sketch in a coffee shop or I go somewhere and I have my supplies with me. And it's the first set of pencils that I use, and I've been very, very happy with them. Another set of pencils that I have here in my set are these Mozart mechanical pencils. And they're great for travel because if you don't want to think about sharpening, you just want to basically grab and go. I love these pencils. It also comes with the eraser already built in. And it also comes with the replacement nibs here in different sizes. This is 0.9, 0.3. I think I have a 0.5. Yeah, I do. A 0.5 here. So it comes with the replacement nibs, so you don't, have to go out and buy nibs for a long time. Those two sets of pencils were the first pencils that I picked up when I was looking for good quality graphite pencils to start sketching with, basically. So I would definitely recommend those to you. By the way, all of these products are available on Amazon, so you don't have to leave your house. You can just go straight there, order these, they show up to your doorstep. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying this because you know how Amazon works, right? Next, since we talked about paper and pencils, let's talk about an eraser. I know an eraser is a little thing, right, that you don't really have to think about, but there are differences in erasers. What I have here are these Faber-Castell kneadable erasers. Basically, they come like this. They come inside these plastic containers that you can store them. Basically, this eraser, it's a kneadable eraser, meaning that you can bend it, you can mold it, you can shape it to what you want it to be. If you're doing fine detail work and you need to lift the graphite off the paper, this eraser is great because it also doesn't damage the paper if you're erasing a lot. Sometimes the layer of paper, the top layer of the paper can start to crumble and come off. This eraser does not do that. Or if maybe you shaded an area too dark and you just want to lift some of the graphite off, you can basically just, I'll show you. I'm looking for a sketch. This is another old sketch that I did. You can basically just press this into the paper and it will lift the graphite off of the paper. So we talked about paper, we talked about pencils, I showed you an eraser I like to use. So let's get talking about some watercolor. The first set that I started off using is this Munio 4810 set of watercolors. And I love using watercolor tins, and I recommend them for starting out because the colors they're already chosen for you. You don't have to think about what colors to buy, and you can start mixing right away. You see, mine has been well loved and well used. You can start mixing right away, right here, straight in the tin. And yeah, you can just get started right away without any thought to what paints to choose, what colors to choose. That's really why I recommend starting off with this set. Maybe you started off with tins, but you found you want to start painting with tubes, paint tubes. I recommend Daniel Smith. I love Daniel Smith paints. If you check out my video on color mixing, I used some Daniel Smith paints in that video, and I have some here. And I have a set. These are two colors from the set, and it's a set of primary colors basically for mixing that you can get right on Amazon, and you can start off right away with color mixing. And yeah, the color payoff on Daniel Smith is very good. The colors are very rich. They show up really well in your paintings. They don't fade. They are so good. And I recommend Daniel Smith if you want to start off with watercolor tubes. Let's get to paintbrushes. I have lots and lots of paintbrushes, but what I started off with, and I made a community post about this, are these. Let me show you the whole thing basically. I have my Dugato long handle watercolor brushes here. These are pointed round brushes. and they are great for starting off. I believe it comes in a set of 12 in different sizes, so you can try out different sizes, you can see what you like. And yeah, I think the pointed round brush is a great all-around brush to start off with when you are painting with watercolor, and they hold up very, very well. I also have these Princeton Neptune brushes that come in a set of 4. Here it comes with flat. This is a 3/4 size flat square wash brush. It comes with an oval wash in a 1/2 inch size. It comes with a number 4 pointed round. Yeah, number 4 pointed round, and it comes in a number 12 round as well. And I use these different brushes for different things. This is a square wash brush. Of course, if I want to do a wash of color over paper. This brush, I love the shape of it. I love using it to paint leaves. I just like the marks that it gives me when painting leaves. The number 12 brush I use most for mixing because it's a hefty, fluffy brush, and it's great for mixing my paints up. And the number 4 I use more. I don't know if you can see on camera, but the tip has been kind of bent a little bit because sometimes I'm a bad artist and I leave my brushes like in my cup. I leave it in my cup of water, so sometimes the nib gets a little warped, but from cleaning it and reshaping it, I'm sure it can get back to its pointed shape. Yeah, and I love these Princeton brushes. It comes in a set of 4, great for starting out because it comes in a variety of sizes and also shapes, so you can try out different shapes. Those are the products that I would recommend for starting off your art journey. Those are the things that I use. Like I said, I started off with these things and I still use them to this day. So check these products out. I'm sure you'll love them. And thanks for sticking around and watching this video. Check out some of my other videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.